Good morning. This is Wendy from Quinn Horsemanship and Therapy. This is my intro video. One of my failings is I'm a lot, so please excuse that. Right. This is filming from a little home paddock. The horse behind me is my first in-house project. I've been working out. This video will serve as an introduction to the work that I do. I'm an equine body worker, studied in equinology, so my brackets is EEBW. So I've been doing that full time, going on for 3 years. Love it. I'm more mature. I've only just recently entered the equestrian industry full time. Up until now, I've been doing other life. I'm 50. I would put the age there. I don't want to lose all the age. I would wish I was younger, but I must say that the half a century of life gives me insight, wisdom. I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother. And I typical loved horses my whole life. I wasn't privileged to have lessons, or maybe I was privileged not to have lessons, because the work that then progressed from the equine body work into the horsemanship was pretty much untouched by the way of the highly competitive riding, where you've got to take charge and all these. I'm not averse to them, because the main thing is horses are expensive. We do, as humans, want that sport. So I'm not adverse to the competitiveness of riding. But I personally am obviously a way more, this is harmony. I am way more into the natural, not full natural horsemanship, and there's some people that have now stopped riding totally and only do in-hand work with their horses. I do believe that God created the horse for us to ride. He made the mouth for it to hold a bit. He made the back to hold a saddle. So I'm not against that. But one of the things that that's been lacking in our equestrian industry is a lot of us love them so much that the horses just walk all over us. And when I'm doing the body work on horses that have now got issues, there's discomfort, there's muscles, there's tender muscles, there's sore muscles, so there are levels of discomfort. And sometimes, so I get into the stable on my little step, work with the horse, and because it does not have much respect for don't have much respect for the human, the horse then tends to push me around. Some of them have been really mean. I've been bitten, kicked, pushed off my step. A lot of the difficulty can easily be corrected with some natural horsemanship training. So I studied under all of them. I'm not going to mention names. There's too many to mention. The big names, the famous names, would come to mind first, but I have to tell you, the ones that gave me the in-depth, the soul confirmation that I knew what I was doing way back when I first started with horses. This is where I am supposed to be. Just got to gather my thoughts and say the But right, so my introduction of myself is that I do retraining of difficult horses, retraining of angry horses, retraining of horses with emotional issues. I do boxing, reboxing, I do reschooling, I desensitize, I can settle school ponies down so that they are very compliant and amenable. This is the work that I do, and this today is now the official launch of my YouTube channel, which has been running for quite some time, more than a year, but it was without me in the picture. So introducing Wendy of Quinn Horsemanship and Quinn Horsemanship Therapy is what my company is registered as. I initially called it Wendy's Equine Body Works, but I've registered the company as Quinn Horsemanship Therapy. So the horsemanship actually is the basis of my work now, with the therapy coming alongside. Because if the horse is correct, if his mind and emotions and posture is in place, a lot of the issues that then were developing in the muscles actually become secondary. Once, if the posture is correct and the horse is moving correctly and thinking correctly and emotionally experiencing correctly, properly, then the body work is actually really secondary. Also, the gymnastic training is very important. That falls under horsemanship. The schooling is correct. That falls under horsemanship. The getting fit falls under horsemanship. The farrier falls under horsemanship. The teething falls under horsemanship. The stabling, keeping, feeding, all falls under horsemanship. So if that is all properly done, then the body work is actually is less and less needed, except for serious injuries. And I don't do veterinary rehabs. If there's been a serious injury, then that's the work of the chiropractor, the physiotherapist, the acupuncturist, vets, and the vet work. So I don't do that. I work with horses that are sound and they're going, but have restrictions and restrictions, mind, heart, and body. That is where I come in and work. And then I also have a company called Quinn Moves and Motivates, where I work with the humans, how to just find yourself, to breathe, to relax, to become strong, to become balanced, to become grounded. So this is Wendy. And again, I'll repeat my name. The name must be known. Wendy. Please like my page. I would, be blessed. That will be be blessed all. Thanks for watching.